I'm just measuring up for the size of my frame here, guys. I'm not going to give you any measurements because your frame will probably be a different size, so just measure to the size of the frame that you guys want. Okay.
Get a look, this went so.
This little table I'm using with my sliding mitre is a table I made. It gives me a zero clearance plate and also a zero clearance fence at the back, which makes it easier to cut smaller pieces. If you want to see how I made that, I'll link a video to it below in the description. Okay guys, here I'm using my level. This is a good method for getting a straight edge if you're having a jointer. What you do is you make sure that both ends of the wood are in contact with the level and they must slide through together against the fence. This will give you a good straight edge on one side. If the wood is rocking from side to side when you put it against the level, then it's obviously the middle piece that's the middle of the wood that's touching the level. Switch it over to make sure both edges are touching the level and it's not rocking. Once you've done this, take the level away and turn the wood over and trim off either side and cut off both sides of straight edges. I have actually got a jointer, but I use this method a lot more, to be honest with you. Any questions about this, you can leave comments below and I'll get back to you about them. Okay, now that we've got the straight edges, I'm just going to measure to the width that I want. I think I measured up to about 1.5 inches for the width of the frame that I'm making. So we'll just cut down to size there. That was 80 grit I started off with. Sorry about the light, I'm not really an expert camera person, but quick bit of sanding, smooth it all down. Okay guys, I've got my mitre saw set to a 45-degree angle and we're just going to mitre these edges. The piece of wood there on the right is just being used as a stop. I'm mitering both sides of the pieces of wood, so I just do one side, flip it over, push it up against the stop and mitre that side as well. That way I get nice even lengths by using the stop. Okay, what I'm doing here guys is I'm just putting a chamfered edge on there. It's purely for decorative purposes. That's all. Okay guys, it's my first time using these clamps, these corner clamps. I bought them off Amazon. I have used a few other types, but I do find these ones a little bit better, to be honest with you, so I'll probably be using these all the time now. I do like them. A little bit fiddly at first, but once you get used to them, they're great. If you're interested in them, I'll leave a link in the description. It is an Amazon link and it is an affiliate link. But as I say, I'm trying to earn a little bit extra for you, so every bit helps me. Thanks a lot. Just using a little bit of glue and some sawdust from the cuts I made on this wood. Mix it together and I'm going to put it over the mitre bits just to make them a little bit more invisible is the word, I suppose. Something along them lines anyway. So yeah, just a little bit of glue, a little bit of sawdust, rub it into the joints, let it dry and then we sand it off later. A little bit more sand in here guys. I think I'm on 120 here, but I will eventually finish this balloon up on about 220 I think it was, or something along those lines. Okay, I'm about to start measuring up so that I can route out the bits where the mirror can sit in. I made a bit of a mistake here really, to be truthful. What I should have done is, before I joined all the pieces together, I should have actually routed out the channel while the pieces were individual. Probably around the same time I was doing the Chamfered Edge for decoration. That would have been a better idea, but as it goes I still managed to sort it out, as you'll see in the video. Also, what made it a little bit more difficult was the fact that the mirror itself is not cut square, it's at a square, so it makes it just a little bit more difficult to fit it in. This is where I'm going to route out the little channel for the mirror to sit in on the back of the frame. As I said here, the mirror was not cut square, so it was kind of a little bit fiddly to fit in there and to try and get it right. I also made the frame, I would say, slightly too big. I kind of had to fiddle around with it to make it fit so that there was no gaps looking at it from the front. time to add a nice bit of teak oil, finish it all off, and then we'll put the mirror in.